What's good, guys? We have a late trade recap from last night's New York AM session. I've just been working all day on my house, so it's been flat out, but I'm going to get this video out for you guys. I know it's important for you guys to know and learn and just see these trade recaps. So this is how I made a little bit over $4,000 last night, and it was late in the session. It was like the last trade of the day. I reckon no more trades after this. Was the only one. So starting out, we have this SMT at the highs. So it's a high time frame SMT. So this was like a protected high. So this to me was a protected high. I didn't see us coming up and taking this out at open. We had this 1 hour bearish gap and we respected it and we flushed to the downside. So this to me was a high time frame, just SMT. That was a protected high. Very simple. So we'll go just on to the Nasdaq chart. We'll move this down. Go on the 5 minute. So off open, we just open and dump kind of thing. The only trade, so what I was looking for, I'll turn on our ICT kill zone and pivots. We had AM low here. We had London's low here, and Asia low, which was the overall draw on liquidity for this session. So the best trade of the day I missed, but that's okay. It happens. So coming down, we swept out this AM low and we made the first presented 15 gap. I'm going to turn off this now. So this first presented gap right here was the best gap of the session. This gap was either going to inverse to the upside and rip to the upside, or it was going to come up, retrace, and displace. And that's exactly what happened. I was watching this trade and I was ready to take this trade. I'll show you what went wrong. So you see how I have IFVG marked out here. This here could have been an entry. And it would have been a ripping entry too. Like to Asia low, this would have been running for 200 points. Even this low was 91 points. Awesome trade. However, I didn't take this because if you go on the 3 minute at this same level, we had a 3 minute bullish gap. So we obviously inversed that 1 minute, but we didn't inverse the 3 minute. And then when it did inverse, our stops would have been like so high. So our stops would have had to be at least, it's still not too bad. But at the time, I just, sometimes you just don't take a trade. And it is what it is. So I didn't take this trade and it just kept flushing. Now, this is the most interesting part. I said to myself, if Asia low gets taken, I'm off. And we just sat here and it just, accumulated and just didn't take this low. And then I see here, we had this 15 minute unmitigated gap at this time. I'm like, you know what? How many times do we come up and tap the gap and run to the low, right? What happens? We come up, we tap the gap, we run to the low. So in this messy as leg, we leave this 1 minute gap, and we flushed out these lows, and I seen this, and this was just a perfect little continuation to the 15-minute gap. I know the overall draw was Asia, but I thought like all this low resistance liquidity just here could easily get ran before going to this high. So originally I thought like it would come up into this large gap and then go, but the draw was just so strong that we didn't. And I'll turn on executions just to show I took this trade. Executions. Doesn't load. That's okay. So this was the trade. I put it on my Instagram as well, all the proof with the P&L. Because I record this the next day, it resets my whole P&L, so I can't show anything. Anyway, we inversed this gap on this candle right here, and I was quite happy to run this trade. And I entered and we ran within 2 minutes. Take profit hit. Happy days. I'm in and I'm out. I waited till 3 a.m. for this. So the patience of this trade, I was very proud of, because I sat through this whole leg this whole move without taking a trade. I didn't FOMO into a trade. So we moved a total of 400 points I waded through, and I didn't force a trade. I missed my trade entry. I didn't FOMO into another trade. To be honest, you can nearly FOMO into a short anywhere and you wouldn't have been stopped last night. It was just one of those days. Yeah, so I saw a lot of people took this trade as well. So that was my scrap of the 400 point move, and it was a long. So it goes to show that you always don't need to be with the trend. You just have to have an idea of what price has to do before it continues with the trend. Yeah, so I'll finish this up here. Very short, sweet, straight to the point. And yeah, so Friday tonight, no news, probably going to be a low probability. We'll go into the night with an open mind and we'll see what happens. Yeah, so thanks for watching.